So we have arrived. That's an old photo of me, I've realized. You can see I'm donning a mo now, which divides a room everywhere I go. But it is actually a bit of a head nod to my late friend Josh, who was in the army, in case you're wondering. So just with, and I'm just, part of me just wants to speak from the heart here. I do have a few dot points though. Um, Firstly, I'm actually going to have a physical look at my little run sheet here. I'm going to paraphrase this. We've heard from a variety of different people perspectives, which is obviously the concept of this event. I'm just going to summarize some of these. We've heard of finding your voice through art, challenging stigma in multicultural communities, stories of hope and resilience, journeys through consumer, career, and peer working, type of focuses, addiction, recovery, perinatal mental health challenges, and today, lived experience in partnerships, in leadership and reform, impact and change through storytelling, uh, everything to do with advocacy as well as governance, ethical engagement with lived experience, how I lived expertise and the very clear distinction between those. And the beautiful presentation by Melissa just now, which brought a lot of energy to the end as well. So such a diverse range of amazing speakers. This is my first Perspectives event, and I will, if I have the opportunity, be back in any capacity, but as an attendee, of course. And I'm really, really looking forward to seeing the conversations continue. I really want to thank our supporters. So there are a few people that made this event possible. And for some reason, they're not showing up correctly, but they are the MIFWA, the Mental Illness Fellowship of Western Australia, Lived Experience Australia, the National Mental Health Consumer Alliance. Am I getting that correct? Yeah. My apologies, not MIFWA. I'm in Western Australia. I'm getting a bit biased there. And the platform which we join you from in our live stream as well. This is a home venue of my own, and I thought when asked that I couldn't think of a better place. If you're interested in checking out what the platform does, there are space for hire, but for social enterprises, NGOs, advocates for change. Basically, everyone has to sort of fall within their different focuses of social change and stuff. So it's very, very cool, really aligns with myself and our own social enterprise. Just quickly on that, like myself as an MC, it's new for me to be doing this, but I've found so much empowerment, personal passion, and enthusiasm through my own shared lived experience, telling stories, facilitating safe conversations in safe spaces to facilitate healing, connection, destigmatizing this whole conversation. So if people want to connect with me, please encourage you to do that. LinkedIn, Beyond All Bounds is the name of our social enterprise, and I can chuck that in the chat there. Beyond All Bounds on all social platforms. You'll see a BAB with the wings. And I just want to validate the heck out of and just take a moment to just reflect on the power of both events like this and everyone's individual and shared lived experiences, yourselves for being here, not only to craft the time out to be here, but also very clearly in Melissa's presentation there, using the Menti app there, the anonymous survey, some of the things that we talked about that people shared that they want to bring forward with their lived experience. I'm sure we all agree that that was a very broad range of things and some very, very impactful and powerful stuff that ultimately could change people and the world. So my direct message to you, as I've had some beautiful mentors in my life who encouraged me to do the same, is to find that voice, find that courage to step forward into that discomfort or the unknown. Try not to, and this is not so much advice, it's only just through my own experience I share this. Try not to take the critical feedback or the lack of understanding of others personally, because a lot of people let's just say, have a lot of work to do before they can really sort of allow themselves to be permeable to other people's lived experiences. There's so many factors, especially, everything that's made them culturally, where they're from, how they were raised, who they are, how they want to show up. All of these things really craft the way that they might feel challenged by people having alternate perspectives, or maybe that, I've had someone say to me before, what you shared is actually quite unsafe, and I didn't appreciate when you spoke about this. And I was actually really confronted, took it very personal, because that's very important to me. And then when I pulled them aside and I said, may I ask for more information, I realized what they were actually saying was that and we had a great connection afterwards, by the way. They actually were saying that I want to be able to do this, I just don't know how. And I'm feeling conflicted and confronted by what you said, but I want different for myself. And when I moved away from perhaps the feeling of judgment into the curiosity, that's exactly where the conversation went. And it actually brought us really close together. So hopefully you take something out of that. Just some gratitude and reflection. I'm sure you, hopefully like me, you've taken a lot out of this. I would encourage everyone to take some time to either or both take the time to continue the conversation, to take the ripple and how you're feeling out into your communities, your workplaces, with your friends, your colleagues. But also, if you feel you need for some introspection and some downtime, to craft out some intentional space for yourself. I think I'm going to take it really slow this afternoon, because I've got a lot of stuff I feel that's kind of stirred within me, if I'm being honest. Feeling solid, but just I'm going to honor those needs, and I encourage you to do the same. If anyone still in attendance here is feeling a little wobbly, please, I encourage you to reach out to any of those telehealth services, Finding North Network, which is monitored by our amazing team. And I want to give a massive salute and huge gratitude to the whole event team and all involved with Finding North and all its supporters. And thank you to the attendees who have stuck with us to the very, very end here, and Finding North Network for being the literal brain and heart that has pulled this amazing event together. And I'm just so chuffed to even just be a part of this whole thing. So with that, I bid you adieu, and wish you nothing but love, success, courage into what you want to do into the future. Honor yourself, your experiences, because they're so important. The world deserves to hear your truth. If anyone wants to connect with me and how to do that, I'm really passionate about that as well, like I said. So thank you so much. I'll sign off with that. Please, I encourage you to, if you had a good experience, communicate that far and wide. Jump on social media, share your takeaways, share your feedback. If there's anything you think can be improved, we obviously, that's the whole purpose of this event. We want to come back bigger and stronger next year. So thank you so much. I'll sign off with that. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for watching Explore More Perspectives 2024 on Finding North Network's YouTube channel. Find out more by visiting findingnorthnetwork.com.au or email info@findingnorthnetwork.com.au.